Everybody, welcome back to the Sunnydale Review. I'm Brian.
I'm Jillian.
Jillian, how you doing?
Good, good. I'm excited to jump into the 3 episodes that we're going to be covering today. The last two were a little bit rough to get through, but this one's a little bit better, so I'm excited.
All right. So we're starting off with the Prodigal, as in Prodigal Son. Season 1, episode 15, originally aired February 22nd, 2000. Written by Tim Minear and directed by Bruce Seth Green. So we open on a sunrise in Ireland, circa 1773. Angel, referred to here as Master Liam by a servant, tries to get the servant to come to him in the shadows. As he's trying to convince her, his father comes out and shoves him into the light, telling him that he doesn't approve of his drinking ways or trying to corrupt their servant girl. And it turns out that Angel wasn't avoiding the light because he was a vampire, it's because he was hungover. Oh, man.
Yeah, they did this during Buffy a bit, and they do it here as well, letting you kind of know that Angel was not the best person when he was a human. He was kind of just a drunk and a womanizer and a man of loose morals, we'll say.
Oh yeah, definitely that. It's no surprise that when he lost his soul, he was just full on evil.
Yeah. I don't think he was evil as a human. Like, he was nothing like the kid that we saw in the last episode. He definitely had a soul. But I mean, if we were gonna say that like souls have quality, he definitely had like a bargain bin soul.
Right.
As a human.
Oh man. So we flash to the present day. Angel is fighting a demon in a subway tunnel. Angel kills the demon. Well, he kind of like hits it and then just kind of dies. More than Angel like actually killing it. It's kind of a weird scene. Kate comes upon the scene to see that. Kate, well, I guess I can forget about reading him his rights. Kate is very uncomfortable with everything. Angel says that people don't tend to notice or comprehend what they saw, as evidenced by a witness describing the guy as completely average height, average build, everything, just ignoring that it was a demon.
Yeah.
Kate sees that her father's there, and she calls him out on listening to his police scanner at home, and that she knows that he was there to check up on her.
It's like, dude, you are retired.
Which I definitely think is like a trope of like the retired cop like trying to stay involved by listening to scanners and stuff.
Yep.
Angel tries to ask what's up, but Kate is like, wait a second, I hate you. Like, I can't be doing this buddy stuff. And she storms off. In a flashback, we see Darla inquiring about Angel, who is in the middle of a bar fight. She's very interested. The barmaid is like, oh, that guy, like, his words are great at the night, but the spoil by the sunrise or something. And Darla's like, that actually won't be a problem for me. This is great. I love Darla, like, so much. She's just so evil and, like, such a great villain, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. She definitely did not stick around for long enough on Buffy.
No, yeah, that's true. She died in season 1, right?
Yeah, she died. Oh, God. Did she die in Angel? I think so.
Yeah, well, she originally died in Buffy, and then
Don't spoil.
yeah.
Don't do it.
Anyways, but we get flashbacks of her pretty consistently throughout.
Yeah. She
And I mean,
is,
she's
integral to Angel's vampirism. So.
yeah, and not for nothing, she's the first vampire we see in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So Wesley informs Angel that the demon that attacked in the train, in the subway, that Angel killed is part of a peaceful race of demons, which didn't seem very peaceful. to me. So Angel pays Kate a visit to discuss the demon. Angel wants to check up on the passengers to see if one of them could have set the demon off, but Kate wants none of this. Angel calls Wesley, who says that people have trouble adjusting to the paranormal world, especially women. And then Cordelia whips out a hacksaw to cut the dead demon up. It's just like, she didn't have any trouble adjusting to this world.
No, and neither did Willow, neither did Xander. Mm-hmm. I mean, Joyce had a little bit of trouble, but I mean, that was understandable.
Yeah, that was more her daughter has to be a big part of this world and could die.
Yeah. And the fact that, she found out that, her daughter's been basically doing this life or death extracurricular activity and sneaking out every night. And it was just a lot at once. But I mean, yeah, I don't feel not to say that if I was suddenly told that there's this entire kind of underground world that I never knew of, or that I was walking among people who could kill me every day, and not feel bad about it. And you know the point I'm trying to make here is that it makes sense for her to be adjusting, but for her to be angry at Angel after they had been okay with each other before, and with all of the evidence that she's seen, to still be so against it. I just don't like Kate.
All right, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Angel is following the delivery driver who was on the commuter rail during his shift, which Angel finds very suspicious. He follows the delivery driver to Kate's dad's apartment. Kate's dad gives this guy a package. Angel knocks on the door to talk to Kate's dad. He confronts him, and he realizes that he wasn't there to check up on Kate at all, but to remove a piece of evidence from the crime scene. It is a very contentious standoff between the two. Kate's dad slams the door in Angel's face, telling him that unless he has a son, he can't know why a father does what he does. So flashback to Angel and his father having a fight. Angel's dad tells him that if Angel leaves, that he's never welcome back in the house. That night is the night that Darla turns Angel into a vampire, in a kind of cut down version of the flashback we saw in Buffy. Mm-hmm. So we see Kate is having lunch with her father. He says he wants to spend more time with her, which takes her aback. But then he immediately just starts questioning her about Angel. She says that they aren't each other's type. She also mentions that Angel is a private investigator and a good one, which he seems a bit worried about. He also seems worried about her being alone. So there is a little bit of real Kate, when are you gonna start a family? But there's also this underlying selfish preservation thing.
Yeah. He's pumping her for information.
Mm-hmm. Wesley is performing a makeshift autopsy on Angel's table and realizes that the peaceful demon was on basically magic PCP. Cordelia has been trailing the driver who picked up more packages at the auto shop. Kate's dad has an argument with two businessmen at this auto shop. He had been helping them move untariffed auto parts, but he's not happy about the new magic drug business and warns them about Angel before leaving. The businessmen speak with a demon who's in charge. They're like, how do you want us to handle this? And the demon's like, kill them. And he's like, what about Kate's dad? Kill him also. Do I have to think of everything around here? It's pretty fun. We go back to a flashback of Angel's funeral. His family's there. As the day goes on, eventually it's just his father who's fighting back tears. It's a pretty sad scene.
Yeah.
With how they left things off. Later that night, Angel rises from his grave with Darla in attendance. A graveyard worker comes upon them, mistaking them for grave robbers before Angel kills him. At Angel Investigations, Kate pays Angel a visit. She has a list of the name of passengers on the train. She wants to help Angel with the case. Angel is not so sure as her father's involved. So, like, maybe he shouldn't be involved with this, Kate. This could potentially be bad.
Small conflict of interest there.
Yeah. Angel wants to go and talk to Kate's dad to see if he can talk him out of what he's doing. When he gets there, demons attack. They tell Angel that they were sent to kill him and Kate's dad. Before he leaves, rather, demons attack Angel. Angel kills them. Angel gets them to tell how they were sent. They were sent to kill him and Kate's dad. Angel calls Kate to warn her about this, but she doesn't pick up, so he goes over to Kate's dad's place to try to help himself. There's a flashback. Angel and Darla have been taking out people in the village. We go back to Angel's old house, where his father's, like, boarding up the windows, putting garlic over them, all that. Angel confronts his father and lets him know that his little sister let him in his house. Angel says she thought I returned to her an angel. So presumably that's where he gets his new name from. Angel kills his father very quickly. Then we go back to present day at Kate's dad's apartment. The two businessmen ask him if he's told Kate about what he does. He says no. Kate's dad is about to take out a gun, but there's a knock on the door. It's Angel. The two businessmen turn out to be vampires, and Angel can't help because he has not been invited into Kate's dad's house. He pleads with them to let him in. He pleads with the vampires, like, the very second he's dead, I am going to kill you. But to no avail. As soon as Kate's dad dies, Angel storms in, kills one of them while the other flees. Kate arrives, sees her dad dead on the floor, which is obviously very traumatic for her.
Yeah.
Angel returns home to stock up for a confrontation with the demon drug dealer. Kate finds a business card and goes to the auto shop. She shoots a few of the vampires before staking one. She shoots the demon, but he doesn't die. Angel comes to back her up. They fight and kill the vampire minions. Angel cuts the demon's head off. Kate still wants nothing to do with Angel. There's a flashback. Darla needles Angel that his victory took only moments, but his father's defeats of Angel, though through not approving of him, will last for lifetimes. We end with a shot of Kate's dad's grave. So, what did you think of this episode?
I've made it no secret that I don't like Kate.
Yes.
So
I would say that's fair.
Having this be a very Kate-centric episode, I don't know. I just, like, we haven't basically seen these characters since, Sense and Sensitivity?
Right.
Which was episode 6. We're now at episode 15. And we haven't seen these people since. Well, I mean, I guess, hold on. Well, because Kate showed up in...
Kate shows up sporadically throughout, but her dad does not.
Somnambulist. Okay, so the last time Kate showed up was episode 11. This is now episode 15.
Well, she was in the last episode too, but just the very end.
Oh, right.
Yeah, to tell, like...
She's like barely worth
there.
Noting.
Yeah.
She showed up at the end of after the kid set the frickin' house on fire and is like, social services is gonna talk to the kid.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, Kate. You've been super helpful. But yeah, so... I mean, it kind of starts to explain why she doesn't show up after this, I guess. But it's kind of like they threw her back in and her dad back in to be like, hey, remember these people that exist in this universe? Yeah. So I don't know. I'll give this one like a 7. It's not as bad as like I've Got You Under My Skin. It does kind of have ripples in explaining why Kate kind of is not around a whole lot after this because she hates Angel. Doesn't she kind of like blame Angel for her dad's death
She
too?
does, yeah, in a weird way.
Yeah, which makes no sense. But okay. Um yeah, I mean if you it explains her dislike of Angel a little bit more. I just really don't care. I'm sorry.
Oh man. So I
And
gave it an 8 just because I liked the through line of the children having to like deal with the sins of the father and all that.
yeah.
And a little bit more backstory for Angel. It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
But,
All right, I'll give it a 7 because of the Darla flashbacks.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just like Darla.
That's fair. I mean, I said that I love her. She's one of my favorite characters in the show.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on to season 1, episode 16, The Ring, which originally aired February 29th. 2000 was a leap year. Who knew? Written by Howard Gordon and directed by Nick Merrick. We open on Cordelia assessing a demon database called Demons, Demons, Demons. They aren't able to find what they're looking for. Wesley says there's still room for old-fashioned research. This descends into them arguing, and Angel has to break it up. Then a bruised and battered client enters. The client's name is Darren, and he's looking for his brother Jack, who was kidnapped the night before. This morning, he received a finger in his mailbox and says Jack's kidnappers weren't people. Jack was in debt to somebody. Darren had paid off Jack steps before, but he didn't want to this time, which led to the kidnapping. Darren tried to stop it, but was thwarted by the demons, and that's why he's all beaten up.
Mm-hmm.
So Angel decides to pay this bookie a visit at a poker game. At least there's no kittens involved in this poker game. I was half expecting that.
Would have been better with kittens.
Yeah. He pays off the bookie for information on where Jack is. Wesley and Cordelia enter the description of the demon that they got from Darren into the demon database and figure out that they're howler demons. Angel goes to the sewer where the bookie told him to find Jack. There's a body in what can only be described as a soupy mixture, which is pretty disgusting.
Yep.
The Howler demons attacked. Angel bests them and is told that the Howler demons sold Jack. Angel follows up and finds out that the place he was sold to is an underground fight club for demons. At the ring, he runs into the Wolfram and Hart lawyer. I believe Lila is her name.
Yep.
In the actual ring, one demon kills another, and we're told that is that demon's 7th win. Angel realizes something isn't right because he sees Jack is just out and about walking around the ring with some other guys. It turns out that Angel was set up by Darren and Jack, and he's knocked out. And when he wakes up, he's wearing a numbered bracelet. Jack enters, calling all the demons inside slaves, and explains to Angel that the only way out is to win 21 death matches. So yeah, what do you think of this little twist of Angel getting set up here?
I mean, he was trying to do the right thing, but yeah, how great are you at a private investigator when you end up falling into a trap like this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not great.
No, not good.
It's not great. Yeah, I mean, knowing how the episode ends, it's like, okay, but like, I mean, if you don't want to see your hero all of a sudden in this underground fight club where you win or you die.
Right.
It kind of reminded me of the 100, which I know you watch.
Yes, love the 100. Yeah.
Yeah, during the time when all of the people all the survivors on Earth were in the bunker.
Yes,
And
that was brutal.
They had the fighting pit. Yeah, it's kind of what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
It's clearly supposed to be a Gladiator reference, but this is just where my brain goes.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, Cordelia and Wesley are worried about Angel, and that the client has just completely ghosted them. Wesley goes to follow in Angel's footsteps in the barracks. Angel navigates the interpersonal issues that the various prisoners have. He stands up for one of them who's being taken advantage of. Jack comes back and tells various demons that they're fighting that night. One just suicides by crossing this red line and being electrocuted to dust. And since he's dead, Angel gets subbed in for him.
Thank you for your exposition sacrifice.
Yes.
To tell us what happens if you do that?
Yep. Oh, man. Wesley confronts the bookie. The guy goes to pull out a gun, and Wesley just shoots him in the hand with an arrow and, like, a staging that doesn't make any sense because he's, like, pulling out, and then the next thing his hand's like this. It's just, like, doesn't make any sense, but
also
he drops.
Very good shot by Wesley, considering how he has been kind of built up to be just this bumbling, accident-prone, kind of uncoordinated person, and all of a sudden he has this shot that completely goes around time, space, and blocking. But it's fine.
And then, like, the guy drops the gun, and Wesley picks it up and points it at the three other guys, and they're like, all right, be cool, man. Like, we'll put all of our guns down for your one gun. But, yeah. So that he's able to get the name of the club out of them. Back at the club, Angel starts his fight, but refuses to actually fight. Lila bets on him. Cordelia and Wesley pretend to be police officers to steal a couple's tickets, which is a fun scene. Angel, still refusing to fight, ends up killing the demon in self-defense because a knife got thrown into the ring and the guy's going to stab him, and he just kind of, like, guides it back into the demon, which is not what he really wanted to do. Wesley and Cordelia look on in horror at what's happening. The demon Angel stood up for earlier gets matched up against a huge demon and is, like, killed in 1 second. You don't even see it, you just hear it. Like, he, like, punches him and then just, like, disgusting noises. That's it. While this is happening, Cordelia actually stole one of the bracelets from the guy who jumped. His bracelet got picked up, and in the commotion of Angel winning, Cordelia is able to get it. So Wesley's able to study it. Angel tries to turn the tables on Jack by pulling him into the barracks, but no other demon come to Angel's aid. When Darren comes, he ends up just shooting his brother to take Angel's leverage away. Just cold shit. Goddamn.
Yay, family.
Yeah. So Angel wakes up in Lila's office. She offers him a deal to come work with her at Wolf from the Heart or go back. Angel decides to just go back. Wesley is having trouble figuring out a workaround for a key to open the bracelets. He needs something that will conduct electricity but is, like, small enough to, like, fit into the things without exploding. Angel returns to the barracks and is matched up against another demon who is at 20 kills. Cordelia realizes that her horse's hair from before the IRS took the horse away might be the perfect width and have the perfect conductivity to open the bracelets. It does end up working. So, score 1 for Cordelia and her horse hair.
I feel like this is, like, another time where it's like, okay, so Cordelia is somehow, like, OP in this episode. Like, I realize that she's not dumb. We know this. It's been well established that Cordelia is not an idiot. The horsehair thing, I kind of get. Like, I kind of get how, like, she could make that connection. It's a little bit out there, but okay. But like her ability to trick people into thinking that she's a cop so that she can get tickets to get in to see the ring. And then her ability to steal this bracelet so that they can experiment on it to figure out how to break Angel out. It's like, okay, she's a little bit OP in this episode. This is a little bit of like a super Cordelia.
Listen, Joe, when Angel's in danger, they both just step up their game because they know that like Angel's not going to be there to bail them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like Wesley isn't all that smart in this episode either.
No, but he has that cool thing with the crossbow.
Oh yeah,
you know?
That ignores time and space. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like he stepped up. He got out of his element.
They've been taking some online classes.
Mm-hmm. This would be a perfect time for a Skillshare advertisement.
Oh my
god. So Angel's once again in a fight, but he's not trying to fight, and he's getting his butt kicked because of it. Cordelia distracts a guard, which allows Wesley to sneak down to the barracks, where the key is promptly stolen by one of the demons with his weird frog tongue. Angel ends up turning the tables and has the other demon at his mercy, but he decides not to kill him. The demon that stole the key opens his bracelet. The other demon almost kills Angel, but decides not to as well, which is like a big win for Angel in the pacifist thing. All the other demons rush out because they're now freed. Darren gets pulled into the pit. They put a bracelet on him, and then the demon Angel is fighting tosses him out of the red line, which is a fun death for him, because fuck that guy for this. The demons leave. The trio have a moment of clarity where they're like, yeah, we did it. We let a bunch of demons free into the city, which is fun. So what did you give this watch pass, and what is your rating?
I'll give this like a 7.
7.
It's not like overly great, but it's not awful. I think it's nice seeing Cordy and Wesley working together to rescue Angel. I think that, you know, seeing how they're able to kind of work a problem without him being there telling them what to do is really good. So it's another one of those episodes where it's bringing them closer to being the trio that we come to know them as.
Yeah, no, definitely. I give it a 6, but you know what? I'll go with a 7 too, because you're right. It is a great role reversal. Cordelia and Wesley really step up here, and yeah, Angel gets to be his Captain America self of standing up for what's good and right in the world.
And I love the episode at the end where they're like, yay, we did it! We got everybody out! And now there's a bunch of demons that we just let out.
Yep.
Yay. But I mean, you don't know. Like, some of them might have been peaceful and were just that bad situation. They were kind of a victim of their situation.
Yeah.
I mean, especially the guy who had like 20 kills. He's like, I just need one more kill and then I get set free. Like, I don't want to be doing this, but...
Yeah. The guy that Angel helped, he seemed like a nice guy before he died.
Yeah.
Like, it's just sucks. Bad situation for them. All right, so season 1, episode 17. We're really getting into this back half now.
Yes.
This is Eternity. Originally aired April 4th, 2000. Was written by Tracy Stern and directed by Regis B. Kimball. We start off with Angel and Wesley devising an escape plan, but to no avail. It's revealed that the situation that needs escaping is a play that Cordelia is in. Brutal.
Oh my god.
So she's not very good. She forgets her line, which is like so bad. You did theater. I did theater. Someone calling for a line on the actual day of a play's going is so bad. Like unimaginably bad, you know?
I mean, if it gets to that point, just ad-lib. You know where the scene is going. Just get there, because, like...
Yeah.
don't call for a line during a performance. That's not okay. But it's okay because there's like nobody else in the audience either.
That's true. That's true. It made me kind of like every time I see like plays and stuff in movies or what, I'm like, oh man, I miss plays. But yeah, this is so bad. As they're leaving, Cordelia asks the guys if she was good, and they like kind of dodge her questions. Like what? Yeah.
I don't want to tell her that she was atrocious,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like, you made the role your own.
Yeah. Like it's certainly a night at the theater I'll never forget. It's like stuff like that. So brutal. As they're walking, Angel sees that a car is coming towards a lady we'll find out is named Rebecca. And once again, Angel saves someone from a car. In like 4 episodes, he did that twice.
Yep.
So I just wrote oof here because when they're talking to Rebecca, Angel says that, and I'm just quoting this line. Cordelia says that Angel is culturally retarded. And I was like, oh, geez, showing its age.
Great.
No. And that's why he doesn't recognize Rebecca, because Rebecca is a very famous actress who was on a big show that in my mind was like Seventh Heaven or, something like that. I don't know.
Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our Lives. Yeah, something like that. So the paparazzi descend onto the scene and Angel pulls a Batman and leaves without anyone seeing. Cordelia gives Rebecca their card. The next day, Cordelia is excited because her elbow was in the picture of the cover of the newspaper. And Angel's kind of like, it's not a big deal that they wrote an article about how I saved her. And like, you're not mentioned in the article? He's like, what?
It's like, what's the article about then?
I know.
My car?
Yeah. Oh, man. So in walks Rebecca. She's looking to hire Angel as a bodyguard to a stalker who wrote her a letter in blood. Although Angel confirms that it's not real blood. Angel wants to turn her case down. Cordy from the hallway. Are you insane? Oh, man. I love it. Cordelia is not happy, but Wesley realizes that it's because Angel likes Rebecca, so he can't risk taking the case.
That makes no sense.
I know. Angel thinks she's hot, so he can't do it. Cordelia fakes a vision to try to get Angel to help. But neither of them really buy it.
No.
We see Rebecca at her home. An assistant suggests a cosmetic surgery to keep her young, which is pretty rude, but I guess that's Hollywood. I don't know. At her house, a ninja, I don't really know what else to call him, breaks in. But Angel is there to save her.
How?
I don't know. He's obviously doing his Angel thing of stalking girls. But
no, but also he breaks through a window into a house that he was not invited into.
That's a really good point. I don't know what to say to that, Jill. That's a fucking good point. I didn't even think about it.
Unless it was like a super
Tracy Stern. What happened here? No, because Kate's dead.
Yeah.
He died. Like,
yeah.
Oof.
Unless somehow, like, her being like, I want you to protect me because I have a stalker writing me letters in fake blood.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, like, that counted. But, like, she never invites him in. He just crashes through a window like freaking Batman.
It's like, technically she's renting this place, so it's not hers. She has to be invited. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, because, we know that rule applies to, like, apartments and hotel rooms and stuff.
Right.
Maybe that's it.
I don't know. It's definitely an oversight. Let's not kid ourselves. Yeah. So when she helps Angel up, she realizes that Angel doesn't have a reflection. Later on that night, her agent wants her to call the police, but Rebecca refuses. Rebecca and Angel have an intimate moment as she reconciles that Angel is a vampire and invites him to stay the night. When Wesley tells Cordelia about the situation, she's worried about the curse. She's like, "You weren't there last time," and which is fair.
Yeah.
So she goes over to pay them a visit with coffee and a cross. Angel comes down and is like, "Cordelia, you're here and you have a cross." And he's like, "And coffee and a cross." He tells her that Rebecca's out to lunch with her agent. Her agent tells Rebecca at the lunch that the people they were supposed to meet with canceled, but they still want her to read for the part. Back at her place, Rebecca laments to Angel about the state of her career. She invites Angel to a premiere as her bodyguard. At the premiere, the fans and paparazzi are yelling her character from her show's name, which is Raven. Which, that sucks. I also don't think people would do that, but, I could see if it's I could see, say you're in a Marvel movie and you play, Iron Man. People, jokingly are like, "Iron Man, look over," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, it's not, it's just a red carpet for a movie she's presumably not in. She's just attending, so, I don't know why they would call her Raven.
Because plot.
Because plot, right? So they go out back to leave through an alley because she's like, "I never actually sit through all this. If I did that, that'd just be a huge waste of my time," which I guess is fair. In the alley, there's a man with a gun who Angel quickly dispatches. Rebecca realizes that her agent set her up. The stalker was a stuntman that he represents. He tells her agent tells her that he thought the publicity would help her get the part. However, that didn't work, and she doesn't get the part because she is too old, which is very sad.
Would it be bad publicity to say that she walked the red carpet and then snuck out the back door?
Yeah.
She didn't exit the movie?
Right. Wesley somehow confirms that the bullets were blanks. I don't know how he got this police report, but Angel says he already knows, but he doesn't know how to break it to Rebecca. Cordelia and Rebecca are shopping for a thank you gift for Angel. Rebecca wants to know all about Angel. That night, Rebecca pays Angel a visit. She tries to seduce Angel into turning her so she can be young forever. She also uses a drug on him. Not cool.
No.
Cordy invites Wesley over, and she tells Wesley that she spilled the beads on how to become a vampire. Yeah. Cut back to Angel and Rebecca. Angel seems drunk and is telling her about the things that he's done. Rebecca, "Cordelia says you saved the world." Angel, "I helped a couple times. Also, I almost had it sucked into hell."
Not inaccurate.
Yeah, the good and the bad. Yeah, he helped Buffy a couple times, and he almost destroyed it. So it is what it is. It all evens out. Rebecca really doesn't understand the price of being turned and losing her soul. Angel shoves blood down her throat in a moment of pure anger brought on by the drugs. Angel flips the switch to Angelus, which is great because he's so good with these two characters.
Yeah.
You can totally tell when it's Angelus. He gets that intimidating, scary nature back that we know. He breaks the glass and threatens to kill her. She says she's not afraid, to which he throws her across the room. He basically runs her through a gambit of psychological torture. She hits Angel in the face and escapes into his elevator. But for some reason it goes too high. I don't know what happens here. So she has to climb down into the waiting arms of Wesley. Cordelia thinks they slept together. She's like, you whore. You slept with him. It's very funny, causing Angel to lose his soul. Rebecca says that she gave him a tranquilizer that makes people experience bliss. Wesley says it isn't real, so he didn't actually turn into Angelus, like, permanently. But they should probably leave anyway, just in case. Yeah. Angel cuts the power to the building and comes upstairs as Angelus. He's talking mad shit to Wesley and Cordy. He's accosting Cordy with jabs about her acting. He does like a pretty mean thing where she's like stuttering because she's scared, and he like mimics it, and then he's like, line. She bluffs that the water in her water bottle is holy water, that it gets blessed every second Thursday by one of the priests near them, and he's like not sure whether or not he believes it. She throws it in his face. It's actually not water, but she proves that she's a good actress in this scene. While Angel is like distracted by all of this, Wesley is able to push him down the open elevator shaft and knock him out. The next morning, he wakes up chained to his bed as Cordelia and Wesley look over him. Cordelia is understandably not happy. Wesley is just more for moving on from what was said while he was intoxicated. Cordelia asks that he at least be honest with her as Angel as he is as Angelus. They both just leave him tied to the bed. He's like, guys, are you gonna let me out, guys?
No.
And then it just ends, which deserved for what happened the night before, I guess.
Yeah.
So that is the end. Jill, what did you think of this episode?
I think it makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
It does not make sense that there is a drug that temporarily makes Angel think that he's lost his soul and act like Angelus.
Right.
It does not make sense. I would have been fine if they went with like a storyline of, Rebecca wants to get turned into a vampire. Angel wants to show her what being a vampire can really mean, what it means to have no soul. I would have been fine with like him taking Rebecca down to some sewer or some, alleyway and showing her what other vampires look like who maybe don't have their soul. But like this whole cat and mouse thing, and like if he's gonna be Angelus, I want him to be Angelus, but I want it to be earned. I don't want it to be like, oh, this is just temporary because we wanted it to be, and she gave him some drug that made him feel happiness, so he's lost his soul but not lost his. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it's like implying like there's no moments where he's hanging out with Cordelia and Wesley where he's like happy and joking ever, like
I think that drunk Angel is funny. I think it would have been funny if she had tried to like, maybe the drug was supposed to do that, but had a weird side effect where he's just like drunk and spilling his life story about all the horrible things he's done, and she's like, oh, maybe I don't want to be a vampire. But the path they take it in this episode, I'm just like, no. Yeah. There's no temporary losing your soul, but not actually losing it.
Right.
Like, no. I give this a 5. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just like, and this is really like a skip for me. Yeah,
I gave it a 6, but I can live with a 5. Like, I understand. Yeah. I don't really like this episode that much. I found while I was rewatching it. I was like, ugh. Yeah.
I understand Rebecca's thought process of the whole, I want to be young forever and therefore I must get turned into a vampire. But like, if she's already getting turned down for roles because she's too old,
yeah, right.
Being a vampire doesn't make you age backwards.
Yeah.
It doesn't Benjamin Button you.
Right. Well, it's like we've been through a similar story in Buffy, but Buffy's friend was dying from cancer. So that's why he wanted to get served, which is way, way more reasonable and understandable than my career isn't going well.
I mean, that was... Ford was dying of brain tumors that were eating away at his brain, and he was constantly in pain, and he just didn't... He just...
And he was like 17.
Want to die.
Like, yeah. Like, he wasn't a, 20-something actress who's lived some life. Like, he was just a kid making a very bad decision that he didn't fully understand.
The actress isn't supposed to be that old. She's only supposed to be in, like, her mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
It's like, lady, maybe you're just auditioning for the wrong roles.
I know, right?
I don't know. Maybe it's just that you can't play a high schooler anymore, which is okay.
Yeah. And even then, I mean, we've seen some, like, 30-year-olds play high schoolers.
Yeah.
Like, she is just... No, this was on the WB, right? So, a few more years, she could have held out for the CW, and I feel like every high school actor on that is in their 30s. Oh, man. All right, so, with that, Jill, is there anything you want to add before we get on out of here?
If you find a way to do some mental gymnastics and not see a plot hole in eternity, let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter. I'm at Jillian_Swan. That's Swan with 2 N's. Yeah, I'd love to see that mental gymnastics and how that works out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can come up with it. I think that's just a plot hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at @theFakeMar. That's BMARR. You can follow me on Instagram at SuperMarbro. You can follow the channel on Twitter at WeGetEverything, on Instagram at WickedGoodEverything, on Twitch at twitch.tv/WickedEverything, and on TikTok at just search WickedGoodEverything. I don't really know if it has an extension link like that. And we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for listening. The Sunnydale Review is a Wicked Good Everything production. The fan art of Buffy was created by Fishbone Art. The logo was created by Tamar Kutab. The original intro and outro song was created by Alex Carl.